This is Jay Martin.
All right, welcome to the Jay Martin Show and the pursuit of personal sovereignty. I'm joined once again by Stuart Lothar, the CEO of ELMT Nutritional Sciences. Stuart, it's good to see you again.
Hey, Jay, good to see you again. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, happy to have you back and get caught up on the story. I introduced yourself and this story to my audience a couple of weeks ago. You put out some news recently, so I want to touch on that because when we wrapped up our last conversation, you said, stay tuned. That was what you said to my subscribers. You said, stay tuned, and our core focus is going to be on revenue, cash flow, and margin. So we're going to talk about recent news and performance. Just a quick refresher, if anyone didn't see the first interview, I invested in ELMT Nutritional Sciences twice in two of their financing rounds. The reason I like them was because I'm hyper bullish on the health and nutrition sector from a personal level. Also, I think it's the biggest bull market of my lifetime. Everybody wants to feel better, think faster, live longer, all of that stuff. And when looking at opportunities, I try to find horses that have already won a couple of races. Stuart ticked that box. He'd already built and sold a company called Life Science Nutritionals, right? Prior to taking that cash you generated from that sale and building and investing into ELMT Nutritional Sciences. You're the largest shareholder of this company. I love that. Stuart, thanks for coming back. Can you give us the quick 30,000 foot overview of ELMT Nutritional Sciences for anybody who didn't see part one?
Sure. We're a company that believes that health is your greatest asset. So we're actually totally focused on developing principally scientific-based and patented products that help people enhance their health and therefore help them, live better lives and more active lives and stay healthier longer.
Yeah, you're in the right industry and you're focused on the right demographic. So talk to me about a couple products. You're on pretty widespread shelf space across America, right? You're in Sam's Club, Walgreens, CVS, Publix right now. Talking about your distribution at present.
Well, Publix is our newest that just came on board, a few weeks ago, and they're doing very well. We've already had reorders from Publix, which is great. People always will say, "Yeah, it's great you got into Publix," and I'm never that excited about getting a listing. And people think, "Well, why aren't you that excited?" I go, "I only get excited when I get reorders because reorders are everything." So we're seeing that. We're seeing it with Sam's Club. We're seeing it with CVS. We're seeing it with Walgreens, which is great because when you're seeing those product turns, that's what's going to drive your revenues and drive your cash flows. So at that front, yeah, it's going really well, and we're seeing some good increases in sales across the board.
Well, let's talk about that. Increases in sales. Tell me more.
Well, we just finished our Q1. Our Q1 sales were 2.1 million, just over. Our sales last year were 2.5 million for the entire year. So our year-over-year quarter increase is approximately 467% over last year. So obviously that's a big number, big growth number that we like. But it shows that we're heading in the right direction. And then year to date, we just went past a couple weeks ago, just went past the $3 million mark. So we're on a good track. And inside here, our target between me and the executive team, we want to get to a $10 million run rate. And we believe we're on the right track to get there.
Yeah, it looks to be the case. So 467% increase in Q1. What do you attribute that sales growth to?
Well, one, reorders, and also, landing obviously a big mass market retailer like Sam's Club is great. So that drives like some solid numbers. But as I said previously, it's great to get that, but then you need to get the reorders. And that's the big thing is that, we've put the product out there and we've put it in all their stores across North America, but it's being reordered. So it's moving off the shelf on a consistent daily basis, which is great. It gives us a solid platform to build off and drive further revenues.
You got it. Okay. And now the product you've gotten on shelves is called Rejuvenate. It's amino acid, patented product, super clean ingredients. We talked about that in episode 1. Passed my sniff test, which is actually quite hard to do. when it comes to supplements and nutrition. Now, building those relationships and getting on the shelf has got to be one of the hardest parts of your business. But once you've built that partnership, you've gotten the reorder, so you've proven the product has value, the consumers want it. Is the door open to you then to start pushing more products onto those shelves? And is that in the cards? Is that on the plans?
It definitely is in the plans. Obviously, I've done this before with Life Science Nutritionals. So I put 2 SKUs on the shelf, and once you get what we call that point of sale data running, and then you come back to the retailers, and if you're turning product on shelf, and your product's doing well, you're helping to generate revenue for the retailer, which they love you when you're doing that. Then you come back in, with your next product or your next great thing. And retailers are looking for companies that are innovative, that have a pipeline. And we still have a pipeline. So we have a new product that we've just taken into pilot production. We've been working on it since Q3 of last year. It's a Rejuvenate muscle activator. We've got some great branding around it, great packaging. It's built off our second patent that we got from the USPTO. So it's ready to roll out. We've been starting to show it to retailers. They all love it. So that'll be the next product that'll come in behind what we've already established. So we expect to be going on shelf probably by Q3 of this year with that new product.
Okay, and talk to me a little bit more. What is distinct or unique about the muscle activator product?
Well, it's basically our core patented formulation, which is 3.6 grams of the Rejuvenate formulation, just all by itself. So we have the powder product on the shelf. We've basically just taken the powdered product and made it more convenient for consumers. We've turned it into a ready-to-drink single serve. So they'll just pick it up from the store, open it, drink it right away. No mixing, no taking it home, et cetera. So it's really convenient for the consumer and a great way for more consumers to access our product in a more convenient format. Okay. And what can you share about the utility of that 3.6 grams of the Rejuvenate product? What is a consumer drinking and what is it doing for them? What they're drinking is a plant-based source of essential amino acids. So essential amino acids are the key parts of protein, but they're the ones you must get in your diet. Your body can make the rest on its own. So there's 20 amino acids, there's 9 that are essential, and that's what our formulation is. But not just the 9 essential ones. They were formulated over 17 years of research to be at the optimal levels to maximize the body's response. So that formulation alone will help the body increase its ability to make new proteins by 56%. Got it. Okay. All right, Stuart. Now, again, I asked you this last time. We wrapped up the interview. I said, what can we look forward to? And you said revenue growth and stay tuned, right? So congrats, by the way. That's phenomenal growth. I'm a small business owner and I'm envious of your growth. So hats off to you. What can we expect next? What's in the pipeline in terms of news flow? What can investors look forward to? As well, on the same theme, once we get the muscle activator in place, and it's moving into retailers, we have actually 5 more categories with Rejuvenate to come in behind it. So over the next, call it 1 to 2 to 3 years, that will be feeding this pipeline into the system. So, retailers, consumers will walk into a store and they'll see a bank of nothing but Rejuvenate. And there'll be Rejuvenate Immune Health, which it's already been put out that we're launching a great new innovative immune product, which will also be in a ready-to-drink single-serve format. And then we've got another 4 different category Rejuvenate products to come in behind that. Got it. Okay. So you essentially conquer the shelf space, build those partnerships, make sure you've got that protected. Now you're building the pipeline. That's the 3-year plan. We've got muscle activator. We talked about that. Immune health product is coming, and 3 to 4 more in addition for a suite, actually, which will be at least 5 products in the pipeline that you can now just push out to your partnerships and your shelf space. Yep. And they're all in specific market categories that are high growth categories that we know consumers are looking forward to buy new innovative products. Love it. Okay, Stuart, look, I want to have you back on and get caught up.
maybe when some of these new products come out and get another update from you. I'd like to stay on top of the story, but thanks so much for your time. I appreciate you coming on today.
Yeah, no problem. You know where to find me. Just stay tuned.
All right, thank you for watching this interview. Now, 3 things before I let you go. Number 1, I publish a weekly newsletter and I love writing it. I share my biggest takeaways and action items from the conversations that I have on this channel. In addition, my thoughts on current events, economic events, political events, and you can subscribe for free. Just hit the pinned comment right beneath this video, or just go to jmartin.club and you can subscribe on the website. I'd love to have you join the team. Number 2, ad revenue from this channel is donated to an organization that is super close to my heart called Zero Ceiling. Now, Zero Ceiling's mission is to end youth homelessness, and the way they do this is by giving at-risk urban youth the opportunity to relocate to beautiful wilderness areas and then provide them with supportive housing, career training, and just generally positive influences on their life. I love what they do. Check them out if you're interested. And number 3, if you prefer to listen to my content as opposed to watch it, you can find me wherever you listen to your podcasts. Just search for The J. Martin Show. All right, thanks again.